listening to Lexington Steele Live with Lexington Steele and Michelle G. Right here on LA Talk Radio.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're right back at you Monday night on the Lexington Steele Live Show here on LATalkRadio.com. Now, people, if you're looking at this particular set tonight, it's quite obvious we have a very, very full house. We're going to get right into it. I mean, after all, it is November 10th, right, Gianna?
That is correct, all day.
See what I'm saying?
We're
Now,
about to close it off right.
that's what's up. Now, Gianna is with us again and will continue to be with us. So welcome Miss Gianna Michaels in the house.
Hey, guys.
And, of course, sitting to her adjacent chair, sitting to her left. Is that right?
Yeah.
We have Miss Dazelle, Yvette. What's going on?
What's going on, honey? Hey, how you doing?
Now, Dazelle, you had just walked in the studio. Dazelle is a broadcaster hosting her own show from 5 to 7 on chocolateradio.net, which is...
It's Woman to Woman, Let's Talk. That's the name of my show. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? We got to have the man Lex Steele on the woman to woman. You know, I know a little bit about the woman to woman thing. See what I'm saying? 2-on-1s abound, and we'll get to that later. Now, next, sitting to her left is the Triple X. I don't know what to call you. Anal queen,
I'm not
best
a
new
queen
starlet.
yet. I'm not a queen.
You know what I'm saying? Go-to girl, it girl. There's so many ways to describe Miss Jodi Taylor.
Hello.
By way of Idaho, no less.
Oh god.
See what I'm saying? All the way from Idaho. Now, people, you want to look these girls up and down because we have so many flavors in here tonight. I don't know where to start. See what I'm saying? We're going with the All-American Jodi Taylor, going with the Buxom Blonde, now blonde, Gianna Michaels, and, of course, the Sexual Chocolate, Dazelle, Yvette. I don't know where to start. But you know what we have to do before we go any farther? We do have to most assuredly make sure we address the fact that today is indeed a holiday. It is Veterans Day, people, and I know you know that.
Is it today or tomorrow?
It's today and tomorrow. They've been we're in a celebration type of mood. It is
usually,
actually,
yes.
It is tomorrow, right?
That's what it was saying.
Well,
on the
tomorrow, the
calendar,
11th.
I thought it was today as
Yeah.
well.
We're
so did
celebrating
I.
today.
Yeah.
You know, now, I think were banks closed today?
I believe so.
Yeah,
in
they
celebration
were.
of it,
Something
right?
was closed.
All
when I
right,
went
cool.
to today.
So, and we already got the lines are blasting apart already, but I just want to make sure before we get even started, people, feel free to give us a call in at 818-570-5399. That's wrong. That's wrong. See, I was testing Gianna.
Hey, I actually have the new one written
Give
down.
it to
put
us.
it on Twitter. Give me 1 second.
818-570-585. Calls. Hold on for us, calls. I just want to get this out here. So, really big shout out from the Lex Steele Live Show to all the veterans of the armed forces of the United States of America, men and women. We thank you so very much for what you do for all of us. And we do certainly understand that it is that which you do that provides us the freedoms of which we enjoy on a 24-hour basis here in the United States and United States territories abroad. So we do thank you for all that you are doing, and you are not missed, and you are the true heroes in American society and of American culture. My father, having served fitfully in the Korean War, and for those who are certainly much younger than myself, that was before Vietnam. So there it is. There, my father.
Thank you for all your service, definitely.
Yeah,
All the veterans.
yeah. So for all of you guys, have military in your family at all?
No.
No, any
No.
military?
Yes, actually, yes.
So there you are.
yeah.
Okay, are they still serving, or they're
Actually,
veterans?
yeah, he's still serving.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he'll be a veteran at some point,
At
and,
some
and
point,
shout
yeah.
outs to
Special
you.
ops.
You know,
Yeah.
oh, no doubt. Well, let's hope and Godspeed. We make sure he makes it home, because we know they're doing a few things that most people only play on video games if
Right.
he's special ops. So you know, I just want to make sure we got that out there. So let's get right into it now. Jodi, you've been in Triple X for how long?
Let's see, 2.5 years, something like that.
And what if do you like it?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you real quick, anal. Now, a lot of people hire you all the time for anal. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
You and I have done quite
Anal
a
a couple
few.
times.
You know what I'm saying? I know how I felt afterwards. I hope it was good for you as it was for me.
You're a little big, but it was very good.
Oh, please.
I don't wanna know.
John, let me tell you something.
He's really big.
She's saying that I'm really
Really
big. All right, now, you know how it is when a girl will say that a guy's big, but you've seen her work with other dudes who are bigger?
I don't think there's many people in this industry that are bigger than
Well,
you.
of course, this is true. I mean, what can I say? But,
what can you say to that exactly?
Shoot. All right, you know what? Before we're gonna
But
get
I have heard that line before. Oh,
One or two times.
she said he's big, but I saw her work with
with
him and
Mandingo
him
or
and-
something. You work with Mandingo?
Not in my butt.
Okay. Well. Okay. We're gonna take a call real quick.
Anti-Frank.
What's going on,
Which
caller?
woman?
This is
I-
Lex
I
Live. On the
think
Lex Live
it's
Show,
not
talk
at
to
all.
us.
Got you. I'm curious. Now.
You're live, caller.
Okay.
Okay, I think we just lost that call. Not a worry. So, what are you guys chatting about over there?
I know.
Her expression, she was very surprised by just jumping right into that and talking
What?
about your dick and everything.
Oh,
Well, okay. First off,
Go ahead.
he's a friend. I've never seen his work.
Never seen it.
Never.
Okay.
I've never seen Naomi's work.
Yeah, but you
I've
don't- you
never
don't-
seen Jada's work.
you know how?
none of
Okay,
it.
do you watch porno?
I have.
Okay. Now, when you watch,
I'm not opposed to it at all.
okay, so when you do watch adult, what do you like to watch? What do you particularly choose to watch when you watch it?
I don't know.
Girl, you know,
I can run the
anal.
gambit. I can. No, not so much. I don't want anybody to get no ideas.
Hey, well, you're sitting next to, you know, Jodi. She can
I
tell you a thing or two about it.
You know, it hurt coming out. I couldn't imagine how it feels going in. So
Well, I mean, hey, I can't speak from experience, but I can speak from the delivery end of it. It feels great going in. What are you talking about? I mean, it feels good, though. Well, Gianna, now, in your scene career, have you ever took it up the old chocolate highway?
Highway.
Yes, I have. I've done a film that was anal, and that's about it with my adult career. However,
Yeah.
in my personal life,
I think we asked you last
you
time.
did. You asked the same
But
thing.
you know what I'm saying? We got to revisit it.
Not a problem. Not a problem. And I don't have a problem with it in my personal life. And speaking of personal life, and since we don't get the, we don't got the film careers and everything behind with the adult stuff, how did you say it? Take it up the chocolate highway?
no,
Got
no,
you.
no.
There's no one-word answers here,
Nah.
Dazelle. You're gonna say no,
That was
Has
it.
anybody
I know.
tried?
Yeah. And,
How do you
then
politely turn them down?
You clench up and you snap it out. No.
Now we've had my main man Prince
Yeah,
Joshua
he did. Yeah.
on in studio, so he knows a thing. You know, shout outs to Prince. So we don't even want to discuss the snapping of
Yeah,
anything.
No, I just.
You know,
And that's fine.
Yeah,
I was
no.
just curious though in preference because obviously we're talking about adult film work and things to that effect, but just everybody's human. I
Yeah,
was just
I'm
curious.
not opposed to it.
Yeah.
I'm just not for me.
Just like, it's not
well,
my
Joey,
thing.
when were you doing anal before you came into adult?
I had one anal experience before adult. It wasn't a good one because it was one of those where
Missed the hole.
he missed the hole.
It happens.
He went, and it was not a slide in. It was like a. So
Like a plug-in.
it was.
Almost like when you plug in a USB cord and you're just like, and then you don't turn it the right way. Or maybe it's just me.
It was like a running start. I swear to God. The penis ran in.
Running, golly. With a running.
Was that on film?
No.
Where that happened?
That
Oh, I'm sorry. You
that
had
wasn't-
said that was personal.
Yeah,
Got
that
you.
was personal.
Oh man! So you know, I want to make sure I get this out here on a little personal plug, real quick. Recently released, people, November 5th, available on Evil Angel, anywhere online. Also, LexingtonSteele.com. The title is Lex Steele Double Teamed, and it's an all 2-on-1 compilation. We do one compilation a year. This is my offering, the double team. So if you want to see me with two girls, there's maybe 9 scenes in the comp. It's available as of November 5th. And also, December 8th, we're releasing Lex Steele's Black Panthers #3. So look for that for your black on black fare. Only the best in interracial XXX for your man Lex Steele. Now we're going to take a call, people, ladies, before we go any further. Now, caller, you're on the line live with Gianna Michaels, Dazelle, Yvette, and Jodi Taylor. Do you have anything that would leave me staying on the line with you right now? Talk to us.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
We are great. Ladies in the house, talk to them.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. I'm a huge fan of yours. I got a chance to meet you a couple of times.
Right
I gotta
on.
say you are very, very beautiful.
Well, thank you very much.
That's cutting out a little bit.
Got to meet you for the first time. You were, I believe, if you remember Cherry Poppins, you remember her?
I
Cherry
remember that name from a
Poppers.
long time
With
ago.
Ed Powers,
I don't know.
Cherry Poppers.
That's an interesting. I like the
No,
name.
it's a girl. It's a girl's name.
Oh.
Cherry Poppins.
Cherry
This was like
Poppins.
at the beginning of my career. We're talking probably about almost 10 years ago, where I had met her. Yeah.
How long you been in the business?
Thanks a lot, caller.
Industry about 10 years. Yeah.
Shit. You know what? Okay. Boom. Now, Dazelle, your show is called Woman to Woman, as we mentioned earlier, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You air Monday Monday?
Mondays at 5 p.m.
Okay,
5
and
to
then you
7.
also you have a second day or just
Nope, just
okay.
Mondays.
Now, what your show specifically is in regards to female empowerment. How for the listening and viewing audience, describe for us in short, how do you define female empowerment?
Well, for me, I think that women have a natural disdain toward one another, and so if we can break
A
down
natural disdain for each other? By way of competition,
I don't know if
or
it's competition. I don't know if it's for lack of within themselves, lack of confidence or whatever, feeling insecure or feeling inferior to someone. However, when we see each other, we're like, "Oh, she's cute, that bitch," and it happens more often than not. And it takes a really secure woman to see another woman and say, "Oh, you're beautiful."
Yeah.
Because you're beautiful, And so what I like to break down the barriers and have the conversations that are often hard to be had. And so if I can have not the and the, but a housewife and a mistress. Okay, some women don't only date married men. I don't know what their mindset is, but that's what their mindset is. So if I can have these hard conversations and break down the walls, so you may not like her in the end, but you'll have an understanding as to where she comes from. So we can build each other up in a positive way and understand one another. You might not agree with the way a person does something. I don't wear pink hair. So, but if that's who you are, that's who you are. So we can respect each other respectfully and agree to disagree. So I want to bring down the walls and have the conversations that bring us together as women.
That sounds pretty cool.
And along the way, I give things that help us motivate ourselves and get us going.
I could imagine that becomes very intense and exactly a heated conversation. Have you ever had two guests that have they've almost gotten to an altercation based on the conversation at hand?
No.
Okay.
No.
And I only say that because of the topic that you had brought up, and I'm assuming that wasn't the mistress of that wife.
I haven't had that. I do want that setting, but I have not had that today.
Okay.
Today, as a matter of fact, I had a guest on. I love her to pieces, Amanda Stokes, and we were talking about Miley Cyrus and Rihanna and how something Miley Cyrus had on it, and she went into calling her a whore. I got a little irritated with that. I'm like, I closed my laptop and everything. Like, hold on, you can't.
Wait. Now she called Miley Cyrus in that term
because what she had on. I'm like, you can't do that because that's her individuality.
Okay.
That's who she is.
All right, you know what? Along those lines, I'm gonna put this on the table then. And we have another. Somebody else called again. They hung up immediately again. Unfortunately, hopefully they'll call back. Now, all of you ladies are involved in media, whether it's adult or mainstream. Okay, how do you feel that the objectification of women is that something that you find yourself always battling, or is it a case where you can look at the objectification and make it work for you? And that goes along the lines of female empowerment, but as a female adult performer and former adult performer, has objectification been something that has frustrating or is something that never bothered you?
I don't know. There's different kinds of where it's just finding someone attractive and appreciating that is totally different. But unfortunately, that's not always how it goes. It's
in porno, you mean, or in real life?
In real life,
right.
Porno doesn't really change much of it. It's like that. It's always like that. But I don't know. It can be a little frustrating.
Right. I mean, like for me, for instance, give an example by way of illustration, I've been objectified for my physical attributes from my waist down. And of course, I've branded that. I mean, I'm much more than the size of my physical appendage, if you will. And I'm sure now, Gianna, with your dynamic physical attributes, I'm sure you've been objectified. Have you dealt with it?
Definitely. As a man, though, how did it make you feel?
Well, I'm in the business of porno,
you
and
just
so I
used it
use
to
right.
your
If I was a basketball player who happened to be 7'1", I don't mind being objectified as a basketball player who's tall. Therefore, that being somebody that could work to my benefit in playing basketball. Now, being a fucker for a pro fucker, a sport fucker. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm fucking. I'm a pioneer when it comes to checking out. Far and near and far. Nappy dugouts, so to speak. Pardon the term there. But yes, objectification for myself is something that I've turned into a brand.
So does that mean if it's a profession that you
Right.
chose, you should expect it to happen?
Well, it just depends. I mean, if there's a
No.
circumstance that we deal with, right?
Absolutely, I agree with you.
But, it's
Maybe
unavoidable.
while I'm on set or something,
Right,
but
we're
not in real life
but we're
also.
as
Go
pros
ahead.
though, from a
Yeah, I
professional
get what you're
standpoint.
saying,
Like
yeah.
when we're in the confines of our workplace, if we were called upon to be beautiful as a model, if we were called upon to be performers, it's kind of like if I was a hockey player. I'm going to be judged on how well I stick handle, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a coxman, so I'm judged on how well I. See what I'm saying?
You're giving
Well,
her
he's
such
right,
a hard
too.
time tonight. She said
No,
she's-
no,
she-
but I don't mind it. I'm simply saying that I know that women are objectified in so many ways. And the illustration from myself was simply knowing that I've been objectified for my dick. And of course, using that as a brand, it's almost the empowerment is illustrated by definition. I'm taking that and, controlling it and using it to my benefit.
I
Well, I
remember.
think-
I remember prior to becoming involved with the adult industry, people would make comments a lot, or they'd honk, or they'd like say, "Hey, fucking big titties,"
Right.
like construction workers
You
and
got big
crazy
boobs?
people and whatever.
No.
You know what I mean? So they do a whole bunch of and it used to. I guess my point ultimately is that it used to bother me because it was
Right.
like. I should be able to wear whatever the fuck I want to
True
wear,
that.
and I
Yeah,
should
absolutely.
not be judged based on that. Kind of simply. What you
That's
were
like
talking
no
about
means
also.
no. Just because
Exactly.
I have a miniskirt doesn't mean you can grab my ass
Right.
or try and rape me. I said no. No means no.
Correct.
That's where that comes in as well.
Okay,
Correct.
you know what? I'm going to go right to this because I'm a big sports fan. There's a brother down at Florida State by the name of Jameis Winston, Heisman Trophy winner of last year, and he's embroiled in a sexual assault situation in which he may or may not have did what they say, whether it's being asserted by the victim. Do you think that the media is not really giving the victim, and there's been big sexual assault situations in personal and professional sports as of late? Ladies, I'm asking the three of you now. What do you think about? Are the victims of sexual assault in most cases are they not given the attention as much as the proprietor of said altercation?
I think it depends on the person that it's happening to. If it or happening from. So if it were you
Right.
get more attention. If it was an average Joe Blow, she'd get more attention. You understand what
Do you
I'm
think
saying?
that sometimes they want to shut the woman down? I mean, because we don't even know the woman that's accusing Winston in Florida State, the victim. We know not her name. Is it something where
It's
is it
Probably for
should
privacy
we?
reasons.
I mean,
you know what? Being a victim, if she is truly a victim, because I don't know the situation, I don't know, I wasn't there, I wasn't in the room. But if she is, sometimes you need that privacy. Sometimes you need that moment to heal, because healing is a long process.
Right.
And so sometimes you don't want your face out there. They may say her name, but you may never actually see her until court actually happens. Because going through that's hell.
Well,
if
in
it
our
truly
industry,
happened.
we had a problem with. I don't know Chrissy Mack personally. You know Chrissy? Do you know Chrissy Mack? I don't know her personally, and her former boyfriend, War Machine, and there's been a certain. So I just wanted to just touch on that. It's,
Yeah, those are completely two different topics. So I think that was a domestic violence
Yes.
situation,
Yeah.
and then what we were discussing was rape. Correct? That is what's
Well,
happening
I mean
in
the
that
allegation.
situation.
Yeah, sexual.
Well,
no,
yeah,
I didn't
I'm
say
not
rape. I
stating
said
that it happened
sexual.
also.
I would say let's just use the word sexual assault because we don't know. We don't know how this will play out,
Yeah,
and the
I've never
terminology.
even heard of this situation, but
It's-
ultimately,
yeah.
two separate situations.
Yeah. Well, the
Which
thing is
both are wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's no room for it. I don't know. I just had to put that out there. I like to put things out there. You know what I'm saying? So now with Jodi, let me ask you this. You were nominated for Best Starlet in 2014, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so you've had a very busy first year or two.
This last year's been the busiest.
Okay. Now, do you see that in your career so far? I mean, you jumped right into the business. I mean, you're doing anals and gang. Have you done gangbangs?
I have.
Okay, certainly no.
She said that with so much joy. I have. Absolutely, he's
They were
great.
really nice.
Have there been
Brought
things
back
that
some good memories. That happens. I've had some scenes
I know,
where
you're
I've
just
done
like-
that.
Yeah.
have you ever been asked to do certain things that you chosen to not do? You said, okay, well that I will not do.
Yes.
Like what? What are some of the things that kind of like?
Some of those things. We have to talk about those things.
Yes.
Okay. There's certain.
Only if you want to.
Well, there's certain. There's certain fetishes that you're just like,
No, thank you.
no, thank you. That's not. I don't want to go there.
What?
Okay.
I don't.
I'm curious.
I
I'm sorry.
honestly, I don't.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
You're not gonna scar me. I'm not. I'm
Oh
not
no, no,
innocent.
no, no! I can tell by
Oh,
your
you're okay.
eyes.
but do you like girls?
Yeah.
Now, do you like girls as well, Dazelle? I'm just asking. I
am one. I love me.
No, others though.
Girls are awesome.
All right, we're gonna
Have
take
you ever
this
had
call.
like a lesbian situation in your own personal life?
We got
out
a
of
caller coming
curiosity?
in.
Okay, caller is calling.
Caller, you there? Talk to us. We got ladies in
If
the
there's
house.
anything you're uncomfortable with,
Hey,
definitely,
Lex,
obviously.
Reggie.
cut it out.
I just wanted to say I'm definitely enjoying the show, watching it on the video channel. And it's cool that Gianna Michaels is the co-host tonight. She's looking so amazing and sexy as always. And I'm definitely a new fan of Dazelle, Yvette. She's
Hi,
looking
baby.
quite beautiful and very highly intelligent. And so I definitely need to check out her show as well. And Jodi's looking amazing as well.
Hello.
But
Can
I
you
did
see
have a
us right
question
now?
for.
Can they see us right now?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because
look, people. This is live
I
on
don't know.
LATalkRadio.com. You know what I'm saying? All right, Rich. Thanks a lot, man.
I think you had a
Yeah, I
question.
actually-
Oh no, you got a
Yeah.
question? All right,
Yeah.
hit us.
Yeah, I had a quick question. Yeah, I was just wondering, do you still model or you just do your show? I need to check out your show because your show sounds pretty cool.
Actually, I do. I do still model. I do a lot of experiential marketing modeling as well. But yeah, I still do mostly commercial print work.
cool.
Yeah.
I noticed some pictures of you. You look you look really hot. That's all I gotta
Thank
say.
you, dog.
So,
Thank
so
you
I'm
so
following
much.
you now on Twitter for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll follow you
All right.
back.
All
That'd
right.
be cool. All right. Thanks, Lex.
Thanks a lot, Reggie. Many people are probably wondering, Dazelle, have you ever done adult media to any degree?
Playboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Men's World UK.
So
Yeah.
tell us about the Playboy the Playboy.
I actually went and auditioned on a dare. Someone told me, you can never get in Playboy. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I can never get in Playboy. And they dared me to go into an audition. And I went into a casting call in Chicago, which is where I'm from. And I got a call back. And it was the funniest phone call. I'm pretty sure she thought I was crazy when she called me because she says, hi, this is Pam calling from Playboy. I'm like, okay, hey, wait. Do you know who you're calling? She goes, yeah. I was like, I'm the tall, skinny black girl, right? In an orange bikini. She goes, yeah. I'm like, did you really mean to call me? Because I didn't think anything else of it. And so from there, I started just working with Playboy. I did the cyber girl work. I did the special editions.
So did but nothing. I mean, just glamour shots. These weren't okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, one of the things I want to get into, sexual freedom. We talked about female empowerment. We talked about we're all the adult media community. Sexual freedom has been a battleground. Gender specific, over the years, over the centuries, over the decades. Were you always, sexually liberated before adult? Is this something that did you find your liberation sexually once you started, or you were already kind of enjoying a free lifestyle?
That's the thing. That's the only thing about porn is before porn, I was very sexually free, but you didn't realize that there was a stigma on it until I got into porn and I saw that there was so much negativity on a woman being sexual. I didn't even know it was like that until I got into porn.
Okay.
So that was the only thing about porn that I was like, oh, this kind of sucks.
Oh, wait. So you were unfamiliar that, I'm shaking the table as well. You were unfamiliar with the fact that there are opinions about adult media and those who perform it
Yeah, no,
that
I
may
didn't.
be considered negative.
I had no idea.
Okay.
No.
Wow. Well, you grew up in Idaho?
That's why.
They have okay.
I've never been there.
do they?
There's no reason to go there.
Well, no. Do they? I don't remember if I ever shipped to Idaho. You ever been there?
No, I've not been there.
You ever been there?
Unless you
No.
ski, there's
Yeah.
no reason to go.
Okay.
Wait,
okay.
Davenport. Where's that at? Where's?
Davenport?
Uh-huh.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I was
Is that in
Sun
Idaho,
Valley.
though, right?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. Unless that's not. No. We're gonna go with no.
Well, I don't know. But okay. So had you watched porno before you started?
Oh yeah, I watched
Okay.
a lot of porn.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
But I didn't know that people were so weird about it until I got into porn.
Was it not spoken of much in the community?
No,
that
we
you
talked
lived in?
about it. My
Okay.
friends watched it. You know, there was like, we thought it was cool.
Gotcha.
You know, so
Looks like it might be fun.
yeah.
Well, it hasn't always been like that. Now, in terms of with women and feeling that, and I keep going back to the female empowerment thing because
We
your
like
show.
that.
No, well, that's the purpose of why Dazelle is really broadcasting her show, because it's something that is a necessary thing. But have you felt that in any way adult media has maybe in any way hurt the movement towards female empowerment? Is there any correlation with that?
Brothels have been around for how long?
Since the day one.
Okay. And
The oldest, what they say is the oldest
oldest profession.
We just added a
Yeah.
camera to it.
And absolutely. So no, I don't. I think small minds are. That's what hinders the empowerment of women. Sex is natural. Okay, it's gonna happen. Some people enjoy it more than others, and some people make money doing it.
Yeah.
And that's no different from a housewife.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not on camera screwing your husband. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that it objectifies women. I think it gives people an outlet to explore and to release.
I really like her.
So no, I can get jiggy with it. I'm not like no, I can't get
Well, hey, you know what I'm saying? We do have a camera, right?
not.
Within arm's length. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll shoot it. I don't even, I don't want to incriminate anyone. I'll stay back here and shoot it. We're going to take this phone call coming in here. Hello, caller. You're on Lex Live. Talk to us.
Pardon. Am I on?
Yes, you are live with Gianna Michaels.
Oh, okay. Hello, Gianna and everybody.
Hey, Gianna, Dazelle, Jodi, Lex, you got us all here. What do you want to ask us?
What I was going to ask was pet peeves. Do you have any pet peeves from being in the business that you're in? I understand that Gianna had a little problem the other night in Shreveport.
Did
I heard about that on the Twitter, and I was wondering if you could.
Is there
say
any
what
truth to
happened.
that?
I fucking had a lot of Jaeger. Do I need to thumb through my Twitter real quick?
Uh-oh.
You know what? I do have. I have, obviously, everybody has pet peeves. I don't recall specifically the situation that you're speaking on, but I mean,
Okay.
but I'm going to go on and look in just a second. But I don't like people that are mean for no reason. That's definitely one of them. Or that speak ill of people less fortunate, things to that effect. That really bothers me.
Yeah.
That would be one. I'm sure that's not the one that you're talking about, but
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think I was something about a winky being pulled out. And
oh, I was at the
A wink?
Okay, I was in Shreveport, and I was in. Myself and Sophie D were at a casino, and I was sitting down at a table, whatever, a roulette table about this high, and it was not packed, like somebody could find a place to sit, and there was a gentleman that came and stood next to me and got really close, and my hand was here, and he kind of just put his dick on the table and did one of those try to get comfortable, all right on me and my hands.
See, I'm not real user friendly. We would have had a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a very awkward situation.
So what I'm like, is what happened? I'm engrossed.
And that's what everybody said. Everybody expected me to flip out and everything like that. And I just kind of honestly, I I've been in a lot of situations, like I've been in a lot of setup situations with adult and things to that effect. And thankfully in my real life, I've never really encountered many situations that I felt uncomfortable with. And I fucking felt uncomfortable and I did not know how to react. I kind of sat there for a second and then I just made a really like a sarcastic remark, and then everybody started talking indirectly about the gentleman that was at the table. Like,
Oh
you know,
my
I
gosh.
was like, you know, whatever. And then everybody made comments till he just fucking obviously knew we were talking about him. Because he was like, at first he tried to play like nothing happened. What? I didn't put my dick on her. Like,
my
and he
God.
said that without anybody even like
Suggesting
saying
that it was
that was the case. Exactly. But whatever, he left and yeah.
wow.
Creepy.com.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. I heard a story about that happening one time because some lady that was working at a convenience store, and I guess she slammed a can of beans on us.
Wow.
That's what I heard. I don't know
Well,
if that's
he probably learned his
the truth of
lesson.
that
Franks and
story,
beans,
but
Franks
it
and
was
beans.
a good
Kibbles and bits.
Ow!
Jeez.
Yeah, that sounds about the right kind of
Wow.
reply.
No doubt. No doubt. Well, caller, thank you for that.
All right.
Len is-
It was
Oh.
nice speaking with you.
Yeah. So
you too.
before you get out of here,
I
call
hope to
anything
see you.
for Jodi or Dazelle as well.
How about their pet peeves?
All
Let's
right.
ask them theirs.
Yeah, you guys can't escape the question.
She's like, you go
Pet
first.
peeves.
Okay.
Who's first?
I
First
guess
one that
I'm,
comes to
I'm
mind.
going
Yeah.
first. First one that it really is, like you were saying, just a bad personality. There's, I mean, lots of things, especially just that kind of fakey thing where you can tell they're kind of awful people underneath it and they're just putting on airs. And you're like, you're so full of it. That is a big pet peeve of mine.
All right.
Bullies and hearing people eat.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
like those either.
Yeah, bullies, because I was always the picked on kid. Even though I was taller than everybody, I was always a picked on kid. And
I fell into
so-
that category also.
Yeah, and so I became the loner, and I was the loner that they tried to bully till they realized I was that girl. So they left me alone after that. But yeah, bullies and hearing people eat.
That is
The
annoying. too.
chomping.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
What
All
about
right.
you, Lex?
Is that from a relative? Like a
Do I have any pet peeves?
Yeah, what's the first one that comes to mind for you?
Disorders.
Disorder.
Yeah.
Like disorganized.
disorder, like shoes in a closet disorder?
Yeah, like
Oh, you would like
literally.
So you have OCD.
I would say I'm OCD, but I may have elements of that behavior. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is though, but my my adherence to order kind of allows me to think with clarity because I smoke a lot of weed. So I'm always, siphoning thought through cloud, if you will. And so order helps me to maintain, a hard line in the midst of being under the influence of marijuana. Of course, we talk about these things live because we're all adults here on the Lex Live show. So that's my pet peeve would be disorder. And thank you so very much, caller. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
All right.
Bye
Thank you,
now.
bro. So so there were a little bit about, what happens in the real life of some of your favorite media personalities, including myself. Now, I wanted to ask some Jodi. Now, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I'm 23.
Okay. No. No.
There's a wall.
You know what it is? People. No. You know what it's.
You're like, no.
No. Believe me, I do understand that asking a woman, her age is not something that is always, But hey, we're live on television, online TV.
So that everyone can
Anything
know.
goes, right? No, my point being is this, right? Your generation has.
My generation?
Your generation at 23.
What's my generation?
The 23-year-old generation, the 18 to 25-year-old demographic, has really, really brought back the shaved vaginal area. But you have most of your bush grown in, correct?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Now, is that something that have you always done that, or is it a statement against what has become the norm that young girls are supposed to be completely clean shaven, because as women, back in the day, pussy hair was something that was esteemed, and now it has fallen out of favor. Now I don't know, whether both you ladies right now, and forgive me for asking this of you, but I mean, those areas you may or may not choose to shave. But in your case, you have your hair grown in. Have you found that performers or directors have asked you to shave yourself down there?
No, actually, they mostly like it. Honestly, though, I really just grew it out there because waxing there was so painful.
So it wasn't like a throwback thing. It was like a thing of hygiene. Like, man,
Ouch.
It was like,
ouch.
ouch.
Yeah.
Wax on, wax
tried it
off.
once,
Like I
never
saw a
again.
40-year-old version. Remember the movie, The 40-Year-Old Version? Is it like that when they
Yep.
rip?
But in your
But in that
genital
area.
Well, there's
My
like,
sister waxes, and she was telling me that I said, well, how do they do it? And she goes, do you have on underwear? Did you just go around? She goes, no, bitch, I'm laying there with my legs open, and I'm
They
talking
do.
to her, and she's putting the wax on my pussy. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
and they're spreading it, and they're like moving things aside. It's very interesting. But like, there's parts that don't hurt, and then there's the middle part, which really, really, really,
Just don't plan on finding out.
yeah, don't.
Okay.
It's bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it either. I tried it once and I can't.
Just
I
never
can't
try
and I
Nair.
won't. Not a good experience also. Yeah.
You know what? I want to ask you ladies something. We're very, very close to seeing what could be our first. Obviously, we've had our first black president. Do you feel that there is a possibility that we could see our first female president, perhaps in Hillary Clinton?
Maybe.
Crickets.
Yeah, it got quiet. We're gonna go
We're
into
all
politics. Let's go into
Yeah, we're
politics.
talking. You know what I'm saying? We're talking sex. We're talking politics. We're talking entertainment. I'm sitting here with three ladies. This is something that crosses my mind in the midst of women folk. So, what do you guys think?
No.
And
don't think it'll happen?
I don't think so either. And I say that because she's likable, but she seems too militant. And women like her because she's a woman, but they don't like her.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that? I thought that she would be someone that would garner 100% of the female
No,
vote.
that would be her husband.
Slick Bill.
No, and it's annoying
Slick Willie.
too because it's like, yeah, we do want a woman, but at the same time, we don't really like her all that much.
I didn't know that. I thought that given her experience, and given the fact that there really isn't a Democratic candidate that's emerging as a potential selection, although it's a number of years away, she seems to be the preeminent front runner.
I don't
She
know.
does.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She
You know?
does. But I think it'd be an uphill battle for her. I just do.
Do you think it could happen?
The uphill battle, absolutely.
No, no. I mean, do you think it could happen that we could someday have a female president?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes,
Yeah, but-
Yeah, it'll happen.
yes.
I don't know. I mean, obviously,
Hold on. How do you feel about that?
I feel no. First and foremost,
Microphone.
no, I definitely feel that it's possible. If she does get the Democratic nomination, I do think she'll stand a chance because I don't really know who is emerging as Republican, the potential incumbent in the Republican candidacy.
Well, I will say this. If she is the Democratic front runner, it's a chance that she may get elected because people are so terrified because the Republicans run everything else running in the House.
Yeah.
So if she is that person that's out front, she may, and that's solely because of how Trump tight the House is with Republicans.
Yeah.
Well, as of late,
and people
yeah.
got scared. I think that would be the only reason.
I know. I was just thinking that's the reason I would vote for her if she was the
Yeah.
only Democratic option.
What do you think?
You know what? I truthfully do not follow politics enough to have enough information to even make a statement that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I have no fucking idea.
I love this girl.
I'm serious. Like,
Well,
like,
she's got
you
a
know,
number
you
of
guys-
years in the White House,
Okay.
right? Then, the Secretary of State. She's a great politician. I mean, she's obviously very, very intelligent. And the world has shown that female leadership at the highest level is something that's been has been going on for decades now. I mean, if you look at some of the premiers and
They were talking
presidents
about
of other countries.
People with, okay, now here it goes. You're going to hear it, the stupidity come out of my mouth. But I read an article that was stating there's a lot of females in the cabinet and everything to that effect that hold very high positions, and they are doing very well with what they're doing, and there seems to be more and more becoming involved with everything. So, or I don't know. That's all I got.
When women run the world, we'll be at peace.
Well,
We'll be at peace for 3 weeks out of a month.
Well, then
what
don't
about
fuck
that?
with us. Don't fuck with us.
Yeah. what about that 1 week? Or what is it? What is it? 7 to 9 days worth of gray area or red area.
You know what? Here, this is why you pick a woman.
Hey, man, what are you gonna do for that week?
Post.
You're gonna send you out to Camp David.
No.
On the week of your
This is why you pick someone
monthly.
menopausal.
Menopausal's scarier.
yeah.
My mom just went through it.
No, what? Through it. I mean, after.
Oh, well, yeah.
After it, it's
Okay.
all good.
Postmenopausal. Now Hillary Clinton would be
Completely level.
postmenopausal.
Completely level. We're good.
You make a good point. I mean, like I said, there's a number of major, albeit G8 countries that do have, or are not many, but there are G8 countries who are led unquestionably by female presidents and or premiers, however you want to call it. So, I don't want those. And the thing about it is, and it certainly applies to what we're talking about here in adult media, because if we do see a Republican control of the Republican government, or government controlled by Republicans, our industry will definitely take a big hit, because Republicans have been notoriously averse to adult media, and all the stuff that's happened to shut adult media down primarily takes place when there are Republicans controlling the executive branch. So in the event that we do maintain a Democratic president, we could see ourselves continue as adult
isn't
media
the
to
industry
do
kind of
well.
already doing that to itself in a
What?
sense, with the whole the major companies buying up all the smaller ones and everything to that effect? Like,
Well, the
what ultimately
cannibalism,
happens with that?
nah, but see, that's cannibalism.
Okay.
What we're seeing with the Republican office, we're seeing an attack.
Yeah, they're against.
You're seeing a proactive attack, if you will, against adult, where you see the Republicans will literally, enact some of those suggested laws and what have you. They'll actually try and apply it. Where Democrats are like, hey, free enterprise, tax the porno people, and we all make money. Everybody's jerking off.
Yeah.
Isn't it
They're
crazy?
jerking off. They
You know what
just
I'm
don't
saying?
want you to know about it.
Yeah.
That's what cracks me up about people and the double standards and the hidden agendas that they all have. Oh no, you can't be gay, but you can't see my boyfriend either. Or kids shouldn't be watching porn, but they were jerking off at 13 watching porn.
Yeah.
And, it happens. It's natural, and they watch it too. They just don't tell their wives they do it. Their wives are watching it too. They just don't tell their girlfriends they do it. So I just get the stick out your ass, America. That's all I got.
I know, really. It doesn't make any sense either. I mean, I don't understand how this stigma on sex happened. It doesn't make any sense.
You know why? Because there's some woman somewhere not getting any. And because she ain't getting any, she don't want you to have none either. It's some man and lives in a hill by himself and wishing he could have you girls just say hello to him. Because you ain't said hello to him, you can't say hello to anybody else either.
Yeah. That's so annoying, though.
I concur.
Well, do you think that as a culture that, there has been process or progress rather for women in society, leading society from the front. We're even seeing, as we speak of Veterans Day, we even see women on the front lines along with men. So I like it.
You like it?
You know what? I saw the craziest thing on, this is on a tangent. I saw the craziest thing on Facebook today. A friend of mine, and Dazelle, you know what I'm talking about. There was a woman who was breastfeeding a little puppy.
Oh man!
You saw that?
But
see it, but
you
I
know what?
You heard about it?
It's gross and disgusting. However, over in other countries,
I don't know why I brought that up. I just thought I'd bring that up.
They have to. Their women have to remain. There's some women who are just made to be breastfeeders, and they have to remain lactating, and so they feed the whole damn village, the goats, everybody else.
I
kids.
don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think this was.
I
I don't even know why I brought this up.
I don't think that was her situation. But it was just
But
like
if the
it's a puppy,
was
a baby
dying,
pit.
I know.
That puppy was not
No,
malnourished.
the puppy was like a little. It was cute.
Oh, I thought maybe it was like a dying puppy.
You
No.
thought it was a cute picture.
It was a
with-
I
cute
thought
puppy.
the
No,
puppy was cute.
He was
I
a
thought the actual visual was something I wouldn't want to see twice.
Yeah, no.
I was like, yo, if I was her man, I'd be like, look, our kids are
No.
not sucking from your breast ever again.
What about you or him?
Nope.
Would he be able to? You know what I mean? After seeing
Hey, I'm
that?
not. You know what? I mean, not me.
Yeah.
Shoot. Now, do you have a boyfriend or a husband?
No.
Okay, so in your personal life, have you found that your sex has gotten hotter since you started doing porno, or do you kind of like to chill out when you have sex in your personal life?
I would like to have so much more personal sex than I do. I don't get very much personal sex.
Is that
But-
by choice?
No.
Or are you just so busy that you don't get a chance to really?
It's busy, it's harder to meet other people. The porn industry does definitely make you much more cautious, and much more responsible in that
Right.
area. So it's all a combination of that.
Dazelle, I gotta ask you, have you ever been married?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead, throw it out there. Boom! It's on the table. I was looking at the camera.
What about you, John? Have you been married?
No.
Boyfriend?
No.
All right, so people,
No
We're all
sex.
single.
these
also.
ladies are very much independent women who are various degrees of eligibility. So we'll let you call in at 818-570-5085 and ask them out if you'd like to. I don't know. I won't stand between.
Hey,
between them.
I was gonna ask. I was looking at your social media earlier before you had come on the show, and there was a lot of things about there was like this anime sex thing.
yeah.
Is that a character, or is this some? Do you watch that type of like pornography and stuff like that? I've seen things like that before, but I've never really gone further than just seeing a picture.
I love that. They call it hentai. It's awesome. The only thing is like some of it's really, 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 really bizarre, and you kind of have to sort through it, but it's really good.
Now, I actually heard people masturbate to anime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
It's like
Yeah.
it
I
was like
found it
a
out the hard way.
But is it the still pictures or there's
No, it's
it's-
a video.
It's
It's
video.
animated video.
It's cartoons.
Yeah.
I see
but
they draw
saw a
guys
couple
with, like,
characters,
2
and
feet.
You had his T-shirt and stuff
Yeah.
like that on, and a whole bunch of
Well,
stuff.
that's actually, those pictures were actually from an actual not porn show, but these are just like fans take it and they make it into porn.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay. So they
Yeah.
turned him into a.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly. Yeah.
Because I've seen those cases where like the guy will have like a 2 foot long.
Oh, it's
dick,
ridiculous.
And then the load
Yeah.
is like huge,
Yeah.
and the girl's like,
Blasted
oh.
to the ceiling.
Is it something that stimulates you, or is it just like, do you find it interesting?
No, it's very stimulating.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
You
I
said
know.
you ran into
yeah.
on accident. You had seen something. How did that happen? It just
My
popped
son's
up?
bedroom.
Oh,
My son's I walked in and he had his laptop up, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
But he was watching
Yeah.
anime. He was watching
Yeah.
the cartoon. But okay, so what's the matter with that? I mean, was he doing something? It was just,
You know what? I saw it. I just backpedaled out the door. I didn't.
I
Wanna
know because it's like
he's
yeah.
17, so I don't.
gotcha.
I'm good. Like you grown.
we already had that discussion.
Yeah.
shoot. I tell you, when I was a kid, when I was just coming up, I would be able to have like one ear on what I was watching and the other ear on everything happening upstairs as to whether my parents
You're right.
were, like,
You're right. You're
you know what I'm saying?
right.
You develop that skill,
Do you have that
independent
skill?
ear skills.
Because I can tell when my mother, and I think I picked this trait up, which is really bad. I leave the house at least 3 times. Trying to leave, I leave the house. So I can tell when she's leaving for good and when she's coming back, and I can hear her key. When I was a kid, I could hear her keys before she even got to the door. When she was getting out the car, like, Mom's home.
Yeah.
Clean your room. You know? Yeah.
Clean your room.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm talking about putting. This is back in the
lotion
day. Not even lotion, but I'm talking about. I mean, my father used to have like a projector. So when I was 13, 14, I used to watch 9mm film. So I would put the reels on a projector. I mean, you're so young, you don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
And then you have the screens that you pull down.
I know. what you're talking
And
about.
literally, I'd be able to time it. And if my father pulled into the garage, into the driveway unexpectedly, how quickly you can break down a card table,
Oh,
the whole deal.
You gotta have skill for that.
Yeah. I started early. See where I ended up. Curses.
Oh no.
Shoot. Well, it's interesting. I mean, there's always stories of how the mom will walk in on her son playing with himself, right? As females, has there ever been circumstances where you've been caught masturbating? Does that happen as females?
No.
Guys, women don't get caught masturbating?
I had a situation once with my ex where, come to find out, he'd be in for instance, the living or whatever, and I have a Hitachi, and then when I put it on, apparently the TV would go like this.
Oh, damn.
And I found that out later, but it is what it is.
Now, would he feel slighted?
I'm not sure how that made him feel. He didn't come in and help me.
Oh,
say
man.
that.
Let me tell you something. If I'm in the other room and I know that the shit is going down in the other room like that.
Tune in Tokyo.
Fucking A. I mean, either I would come to the doorway and kind of peek in. I wouldn't want to interrupt you. Or either I would come in. Let me tell you something. A quick little story. I had some fantastic sex with what I thought was fantastic sex at the time, and for hours and hours. You know how man Lex still gets down, and so right. So after we were done, right, she says, "Okay, I'm gonna take a shower." So she goes up to take a shower in the guest bathroom.
Oh no.
And so about 15, 20 minutes later, I'm like, God damn, bitch still in my shower. I'm running my water bill up. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? So I go up to the bathroom,
Do I know this
and
person?
I
Thank God.
put my head in the bathroom doorway. She was jerking off in the shower with the shower head, and it was like not for nothing, but it was one of the most brutal blows to my male psyche, if not my ego. To
How'd
see
you
that,
respond?
what can I do? I mean, obviously, I didn't do enough. I thought I was a motherfucking man. Like, I laid it down like a motherfucker. And she went upstairs and got her orgasm, got her nut off in the shower. I felt I was crushed.
You should have been bad.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you what, next time, best believer, man, still,
That
he
brings
performed up to par.
An interesting question,
Yeah.
though. Do you feel that, like, we don't tell our sexual partners if we're fully satisfied or not? Like, do you find that that's a form of lack of communication, or is it something that just isn't, you don't touch on it in relationships?
No, because nope, I need it. I need to talk to you. I'm like, you know what? And because I don't climax vaginally.
Interesting.
Through intercourse.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
nope. If you gotta get lockjaw, you gotta get lockjaw. Do something.
Okay, wait. Now, for those people who are perhaps don't know, there are multiple different orgasms women can experience. Can you expound on the 3 that are known, or 4 actually? Vaginal,
Yeah.
clitoral,
Right.
anal, and
Oral.
No.
wait, we
The
already did
4th
that one.
one is female ejaculation.
Yeah, that's what
Is
we're
that-
talking about.
But that's G-spot. That's
Yeah.
G-spot orgasm. Vaginal's not G-spot. Clitoral's not
No,
G-spot.
right.
G-spot is a Grafenberg spot. So that's 3, and the 4 anal. So there's actually 4 separate orgasms that a woman can experience. So you find that you have to tell you typically will let your partner know he's not or needs to do this or that to the spot. I was not informed
Clearly.
on that story before, but I redeemed myself. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? I came back. You know what I'm saying? Laid down the pipe. They called me the plumber man. So yourself, I see you shaking that head over there. Jodi, what about you?
What about me? What?
What about I don't know how we got an orgasm.
Do you find that you're able to communicate with your partners in regards to being satisfied sexually? Or do you just kind of like, oh, okay? Or are you like, I've heard girls also say that they like to please people, so that is what actually gets them off.
I can. I'm a yep.
Well, having been in the industry, have you found that is it, Gianna and Jodi, is it more difficult to be pleased adequately having been and being in the industry?
It's actually less difficult. I mean,
Oh, you come easier now.
yeah.
And Gianna?
Just understanding yourself and your body. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Or?
I think so. I don't know what it is. Just maybe it also was getting older or something because I started.
You're 23.
23.
Okay.
I know.
And you're
but
not
I'm
even
just
shaking
saying-
to the realm of.
Okay,
Now, you
going
can't even
from
use the word
teen-
old anywhere in your syntax. It needs to be
like,
removed
"Not in
permanently
this
from your
room."
vernacular for about 20 years. You can't
Just
even use that
understanding
word
yourself better and everything like
Yeah.
that. What
Yes.
you like, and then therefore
As you're
being
maturing.
able to
Yeah, exactly.
into a
ensure that
blossoming.
you're pleased.
Yeah, and I went from going from just like the teenage sex years, which suck, to this. So I think that's another thing that it just is so much better now than then. So maybe that's what I'm comparing it to too.
Nice.
Got you. How about yourself as a male performer? The same question that you
Mm.
just asked myself and Jodi that I hadn't answered. Do you find being in the adult industry that it is harder to be pleased outside, or when it's not in a scene, or?
No, because when I'm outside the business, I rather the whole situation last as long as possible. I never really rush into an orgasm. So if it doesn't happen, I never trip out. So typically I'm able to focus on pleasing my partner because I'm not really concerned with whether I come or not. And so it's not more difficult. As a matter of fact, in my personal life, when I'm having sex in my personal life, generally a lot of times I'm encoding the circumstance into my hard drive. So when I am doing scenes, I can refer to a circumstance in my personal life.
Gotcha.
Because in my personal life, the woman actually wants to be having sex with me, and so therefore it's
Are
more
you
appreciated.
insinuating that?
I know
sometimes-
that hurt
What?
me.
That hurt me.
That hurt me.
Okay,
Oh,
wait,
somebody
let me ask you this.
No.
Would you want him in your butt again?
Yes.
I know. Okay,
You're
so
just like
There you have it.
some people like to have sex with me.
Like that didn't go the way I thought it was.
okay, nah. I mean, and no, we all have enjoyed wonderful scenes together, Jodi and John. I'm simply saying that I mean, obviously,
You were paid to be there.
Yeah, I'm saying as a male performer, early on in their career, as a male performer, it's early in a male career, you do learn early on that the women are not there because they think you're super good looking, or they actually, particularly.
Can I tell you? You said something. You said you don't worry about having an orgasm. Do
Right.
you know that if in a personal life, if your woman is a pleaser and you don't have an orgasm, she's as devastated as you were when you walked in the shower and saw her. So. Find out if you're working with a pleaser. If she's a pleaser, make sure that's going to gratify her. Make sure you give it to
Okay, I'll
her.
keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, let's take one more call.
Very
This
good
call is
point.
right before. Let's see if we can get them real quick. If I can get this here lined up. There we go. Hello, caller. You're on the Lexington Live Show. Talk to us.
Hello.
Hello, caller. You there?
Hey,
Hey.
Minutes
how's it
to
going? I
go.
was just calling in. I noticed you guys are getting towards the end of your show and everything, but I just wanted to say really enjoyed the show. It was a good show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll be here next
Yeah,
week.
and I was also just wondering, I know, Lex, you clearly don't have this problem, but I was going to ask the women of the show, do they ever come across a man perhaps who was maybe too small in the bedroom?
Who wants to answer first?
I'm a very small person. My insides are very compact. I don't like shit rearranged up in there. So my answer is no, because I like to do gymnastics.
Okay.
So yeah, no.
All right, so Lex isn't the guy for you.
Ever.
Oh.
No offense.
I've heard that before. Ladies, we got two more. Jodi, Gianna, what's up?
I haven't actually. I'm trying to think. No, I've never. No, I can't think of one that was
That
too
you
small.
were too small. Okay.
Yeah.
Pour it up.
Unfortunately.
See, John was like, I've had a fucking wiener
And
or two.
hey, it would not have even been a problem if it wasn't like and I'm not saying it was him. Maybe it was me. Been around the block a couple of times, but
like you may have worked with like Jack Napier or
Yeah, but
I have.
the pussy
and then
doesn't.
and Steve Holmes or
I was
or
just
Lex Steele,
Yeah.
and then the next day you work with like a Marcus London. It's like kind of like apples and oranges.
Did he call the name? He called the name.
Oh, Marcus London.
You got a small wiener.
I didn't say.
You
see, you
called
said
the
it.
name.
I just no.
you-
I call my own name too. I'm simply saying that's not an insult. That's a literal comparison, right?
We're just giving you a hard
Yes.
time.
Dimensionally, I mean,
okay.
we're talking dimensions, right, caller?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
I was talking about personal life though, but I don't even think I would have had a problem with the size. Like, I mean, it wasn't. I guess I am somewhat of a size queen, you could say, but I feel like the guy wasn't so much interested in pleasing me as he was getting himself off. So
I've had that.
He
that's a problem.
fucked me for 2 minutes, came and did not try to do anything else about the situation. So that's more so what was disappointing about the situation, and not just the fact that maybe I just was pissed off, and I don't even recall. It wasn't like it was like, you know, a 1-inch penis or something like that. And maybe I was just pissed off, and that's what he turned into, that little dick motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, too, that's another thing. That's what's annoying is like I had a guy one time that tried to get to come from a blowjob. I'm like, dude, I need to have sex too. It's like that kind of shit.
And then even at that,
I like blowjobs.
I do, but you gotta put it in.
Well, you said you like or you don't like. What was that? No, say that again. You like or you don't
I
like?
asked her if she liked blowjobs.
No, you said that you liked.
You like them.
No, I said, do you like blowjobs?
Okay, let me let you off the hook.
yeah. And then even like in attempting to go, you know, give him head again or whatever, and get round 2 and go, and he just was like not allowing it to happen, and I was just like, I gotta fucking go home. I can't stay here.
Did you give him another opportunity to redeem himself at all, or no?
He doesn't deserve. After that,
No.
there's no reason.
No.
Oh, no round 2.
No
round
for that guy.
I tried to give him round 2 that same night and let him redeem himself, and it didn't happen. So then it was
missed out.
done.
Sometimes you got to give a man a chance to reset the clock, come
She
back.
reset the clock.
I mean, come on, you know, we're
Would you-
human here.
Should've got it the first
If
time.
you got yours off, 5 minutes later, you looking at this specimen of a woman right here, you gonna say, you ain't getting back up. You better stroke it and get it back
fucking
up.
figure something
something out.
Oh my
that's
God.
true though. They can. I've had guys too where they come quicker or whatever. They still finger you after.
Right, or
something.
fucking same thing you were saying. Go down,
Or
get
get down on
lockjaw,
your
do
knees.
something. Well said. Thank you very much. Good point.
All right, caller, see what you started. What's your name, caller?
What's your name, hon?
Did we lose?
Did we lose
No,
it?
it's still here.
Jacob.
Oh, hey, Jacob.
Hi,
Jacob.
Okay.
All right.
Jacob.
Thanks a lot, Jacob, for the call. You definitely got this. You took us to an area that only I can finish up. And I'm on the job, my good man. I'm going to get on my knees right now. And I should be out here by maybe 11, 12 o'clock.
Hot mess.
All right, cool, bro.
That was, you were asking though earlier, and I don't recall if we had answered that question. Jodi, do you find that you did answer that. I apologize. Being in the adult industry, that it's harder to be pleased in your personal life.
I think
You didn't answer that question.
Well, damn. Yes, I do.
Look at
I
you know,
do.
Coach Gianna
And
Michaels with a
then I was
one-word
thinking-
answer.
I mean, and I think for the, I don't know, maybe it's just the people that I'm running into, or I don't know. I seem to run into a lot of people that, which probably is ultimately something that I need to correct in myself, that I keep finding the same type of people, but that are seeking to just take, you know what I mean? Like please
Succubus.
themselves.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
That does
Even
happen,
sexually,
though.
like
Yeah.
I'm just like, or it doesn't. Even in sexual situations, like I don't feel that I'm fully satisfied or whatever with that type, like with that situation.
Yeah.
Wow.
I see exactly what you're saying though.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
so-
working on it though.
Well, you know what? I mean,
One,
if
2, 3.
if at any point in time you need some additional training, I would like to make
Gotcha.
myself available for any services you
She
may
is a
need.
size queen.
Certainly enough, I can fit it within my busy schedule to,
You're too funny.
to whatever services you may need.
Hey now.
So before we get out of here,
Oh, that's what you said.
let's make sure we can find these lovely ladies in social media. So, first with Jodi, tell us where we can find you in social media.
I'm on Twitter. It's Jodi Taylor XXX. Jodi with an I.
Hey Jodi, do you have a site or anything that's yours?
No, I don't.
Not at this time.
Not at this time.
I
Okay.
can help you with that.
Ooh.
Right on. And I was going to ask you what he had mentioned earlier about your show Woman to Woman and everything like that, and it's on Mondays as well.
It's on Mondays.
Okay.
Yes.
And where can people
ChocolateRadio.net. We're on live365.com as well as Ustream.tv. There's a visual aspect like it is here. So we stream live like you guys do, and then there's live365.com. It's on Chocolate Radio on both those. Or you can find me at Twitter and Instagram. I keep it real simple. Dazelle Yvette.
Now, can you spell that?
Yep.
So
So like the animal gazelle, but with the D. So it's DAZELLEYVETTE. Dazelle Yvette.
there we go.
You add a .com to it, and you got my site.
Awesome.
No doubt. Now, of course, Gianna, you appear courtesy of,
GiannaXXX.com.
and then
She said that all
you gotta
sexy
tell
like.
them out there because they want to see you too. I get a chance to look at you for an hour, but they need look right at that. Look
You
right
are
at
too
it, tell
funny. Are you? I feel like you're being a director right now, and you're
No,
trying to get me
I
on
know,
my
but
knees
the
in front of that
the guys
fucking
would look.
camera. Here,
Oh,
baby,
they
look
get
at
to
the
see it.
camera.
They want
I
to.
am a fly on the wall.
You know what? I want you to look right into the camera so they can go ahead and get that
I'm
nut
just
off.
playing.
Because the whole hour they've been looking at you from sideways, like, oh man, she would just look at me.
Hey guys, you can check me out on my official site, GiannaXXX.com.
There we have it. So for all the good people here at the Lex Live Show, and thank you for joining us tonight. We know there's a lot of options to the Lex Live Show, including Monday Night Football, but thank you for joining us here tonight. And, of course, once again, it is Veterans Day today and tomorrow. It's Veterans Day. We should celebrate our veterans 365 days of the year.
Well
Mr. Man
said.
Lex Steele at LexSteele11 and Lexington.Steele on the Instagram.
Can I just say one more thing?
Anything you want, babe.
Okay. Everybody tomorrow, do something nice for somebody. Like something you out of the normal. Hold the fucking door open, compliment somebody.
Smile.
Say something nice. Yes. It'll come back around.
Yeah.
That's good karma.
Good karma.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Lex Live Show. Peace.
You're listening to Lexington Steele Live with Lexington Steele and Michelle G. Right here on LA Talk Radio.